Welcome back to Popes and Pilots. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV. We're still Tver, we're still going for Relentless Push East. We have to take the Eastern Siberian coastline and do the whole thing by 1600, that is in 110 years. We had some quite good progress, sort of skipping a part of Muscovy, also eating into Muscovy, but yeah, you know, two-pronged attack and all that. And with the plan to now grab a bunch of horde territory over here, so we don't have to colonize all the way east. The thing is, the Uzbek are currently very strong, and I'm not too fond of that. They have a lot of friends. If we were to declare war here, we would be facing 55,000 infantry, 34,000 horses, and a few cannons, which is no fun. Now out of that, an okay amount is Uzbeki. A large amount seems to be Chagatain and Delian. I assume they also bring a lot of the horses here. There's a lot of Uzbek cavalry too, so they're no slouch. But the Chagatai and Delhi thing it's a bit of an issue. Now what I was trying last episode, passively trying I guess, is to have to wait for people to go to war, so that we might find an opening to declare our war. There's another way, it was pointed out in the comments by Bisa of course, is we could attack Kazan. Now what does that do? If we attack Kazan, we go to war with Kazan, go to war with Uzbek, and we go to war with, I believe, Ryazan. Is that right? Oh, and Crimea. That's not an easy war, but it's a lot of an easier war than the other one, right? We're still facing 48,000, well, it's 49,000 people, but we almost have that, and I assume we're better than they are. So this might be an easier war to do. Technically, we could use that war to then take Uzbeki land. I don't know that that is really what we would want to do, because it will cost us double, as it is non-co-belligerent. We can't make those Uzbeki co-belligerent because then we would fight all their allies as well. So that's an option. I mean, taking land is an option. But another option would just be to end alliances. And one thing we can do is white peace out the Uzbek, just do nothing to them for the shortest truce possible. And then in our peace with Kazan, force them to break the alliance to the Uzbek. That would take out one of their allies, but certainly not one of the stronger ones. Another thing we could do is force the Uzbek, assuming we do well in that war, force the Uzbek in a separate peace to break the alliances to Delhi and Chagatai. Unfortunately, that's going to give us a longer peace, because it takes war score to do, and if it takes war score, it increases the peace timer. So I'm also not 100% sure that that's what we should be doing. Ideally, these guys would go to war, or their allies would go to war and not be willing to do stuff. I have no idea how things look in India, how things are going to go around there, or how they look with Ming, if there are any good wars to come. I just don't know, and that's an issue, right? We could be sitting here for a long time. We could also, third option, just declare our war. It looks scary as fudge, but these guys are split up, and now I don't think we know the Uzbek capital, do we? Maybe we do. Because if we do, we could declare war, rush the capital, and maybe get a peace out before the Delians and Chagatayans can even arrive to do stuff. There it is. Chimichura here, Chimichura, is the capital. Now these hordes are going to fight better in steppes, so it's scary to fight them down there. But maybe that's the way to go. This stuff ain't gonna be too expensive. Ostiaki is somewhat expensive, but Sibir and then these places are just cheapskate. There's still 5% war score cost because of the base, which doesn't make it great. We could be looking at what? 5, 14. Do I need this? I don't need this. 5, 14, 20, 29, 39, 41. 41% war score to do this. Doesn't seem easy to get. Not without battles, if there's so many allies in the war. Although taking the capital and the war goal would help. I don't know. We probably won't have too many of our enemies sitting on our forts, unfortunately. Because even the Kazani would have to go through Muscovy to get there, and they might not get access. Do they still rival Muscovy? They do, but Muscovy does not rival them anymore. So maybe they will get military access. It actually would be good for us, probably, if they set in our forts instead of fighting us. Do we dare try? Obviously don't want to lose a war to the Uzbek. That would be bad. Our colony is almost done. We would have to, or want to, retreat our scouts before we do any wars. And I do like the idea of seeing as much of their land as possible. Let's give it a little more time. We have that rebellion coming up anyway that we want to sit out. And we kind of want to at least know where the Uzbeki land ends so we can fight our war accordingly. We could take this idea for some innovativeness. Probably should. Maneuver is obviously not the best of the stats. Do I? We're still, what, 2 years ahead of time here. I mean, obviously I don't want to go into war with a lesser military tech, even though this one isn't super important, since we don't have a lot of cav. Them having this tech would be much worse. I'm somewhat tempted. Then again, I'm not gonna plan on getting any generals anytime soon. We're not getting anything up here. A land leader maneuver won't do anything. Yeah, it's cheap right now. But yeah, maybe we shouldn't. Shame about the innovativeness, but that's not... Seems unlikely that this is gonna be what this campaign is gonna be about. Let's do some more exploration. Let's still hope for a good war. I guess I will colonize Ekaterinburg. Now if I had... It's not like we don't have colonial range. Technically I could probably have scouted up here. And then colonize somewhere over further in Siberia. I didn't though. Just gonna go up to Pilim. Oh, did I just drill on that colony? Maybe that wasn't too smart. Oh well. Because we might need that for the stupid mission that we took from the Cossacks. Yeah. I don't need to send my guy yet. No, guy is being eaten by rebels. Now that might be helpful in them not joining. Interestingly, they have no negative points from having rebels at home. Thought they would. There's nothing at all happening over there. Come on, guys. Just go to war. When do we get a... Why does it take a year for my guys to get here? There's one other option I just... If I'm not mistaken, there's at least one very small nation up here in northeastern Siberia. Something with the sea, maybe? Feels like it would be. And no, they won't just become my vassals because there will be no distance between borders and all that. But we could, technically, no CB them. And that would be a huge jump. Uzbek declared war on Transo. Now. It's only Transo and Sistan. Did they pull in anybody? How would I find out if I can't click? So Nogai is in on that war. Kazan is not in. I assume Transo is not particularly powerful right now. The Uzbeks are going to crush him. Protestant Reformation. That's going to put an end to the Age of Discovery, which is kind of bad for us. Because it ends, well, transfer subject, which is not so problematic, but our higher developed colonies will end. There's the Oirat. Okay, this is the end of the Uzbek. We could, in theory, no-CB somebody like Oirat, right? I mean, not that I want to. They're a tributary to Ming, so that would be stupid. But yes, we could. Now, stability is not easy to come by for us. That is not at all what I was expecting. Oops, cancel. My subjects pretenders. Yes, do this. And help, please. Now. Stat. My army was just sitting in Perm to not die. Another general died, but it's not the one... maybe I'm grabbing a general. There's no need to do that right now, though. Invest the Renaissance, whatever. Should I have been helping my subject with those pretenders? Probably. Yeah. It's not the end of the world if they get pretenders, but I wouldn't mind them being powerful right now. So... what was I talking about? Right. The no-CB war would cost us 2 stab, and stab is expensive, but it saves us all the admin of going east. That would be huge. That's the coastline. I believe there is a small nation up here, like a small tribal nation or something. And I totally think it would be worth it. I happily pay the 2 stab and the bit of AE we get for a no-CB war if we can jump all this and just get colonizing right away. That would seem huge. Right, but there is coring distance. And we wouldn't have it. Right? I think even for no-CB, I would need coring distance to core it, and I would need a core to colonize. I don't need a core to colonize. I do not need a core to colonize. Right. Concern the adjacent to one of your own provinces. Yeah, we did start colonizing Ekaterinburg before getting our core and Solid Cups. So if I can declare war for land... I believe I can with the north, but I won't be able to take the land in a piece there, won't I? Yeah, okay, plan is bad. Plan is bad and it doesn't work. Technically we could grab their land, well, subjugate them, that should work. And then integrate them 10 years later. And then we have a core, right? I think we get a core. We must get a core when we integrate them. That could be an option. Might still be faster than going the Uzbek route. If we have to wait for a long time. Nogai is out already. Because they're being occupied, besieged by their rebels. That reduces numbers slightly. And I mean, the enemy troops must be in the south, right? They must be fighting the Chagatayans. Not the Chagatayans, the Transoceanians. I think I want to go. I want these rebels to pop and then I want to go. This Lithuanian Siberian winter stuff is scary as fudge. 13 people and we're taking attrition. That's just the CK level of bad. Get you in there. We're behind on tech, on everything. Didn't realize we ended up being behind on admin. I do still want to push admin, I think. I do want to be ahead of time too. We're skipping dip because we can continue this. Is that true? I actually think it's not true, right? We don't care about any of these things at all. So maybe you're not skipping dip anymore. We will need probably the third, I think it's the third Russian idea, national idea, when we get the colonization thing going. But I mean, that doesn't mean we need to do it right now. I think I go for Miltech, and I should probably take dip so we're not we don't have unbalanced research. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's take pack and shot, and let's grab the dogs as well, which I hope puts me out of unbalanced research territory. It does. Good. Good, good, good. And we get to pass the Act of Uniformity, which... meh? Yeah, we have a place to convert. We actually have a few places to convert now. Because these subjects did, these Tengri people here in our colonies apparently did not get converted. But that one missionary strength is not going to make a... it's going to make a good difference, sure. But it's not going to be nuts. Okay, these guys don't look too well. Didn't need a general there to crush these natives. Perm wants to become our march. That might actually be fine. I'm not looking to integrate them. Get more military capacity out of them. They will lose tax income apparently. Less land force limit, naval force limit. They get manpower percent. At their size, the land force limit -3 might be worse. Might be more loss than the 30% extra would be gain. I don't know that this does enough for Perm. Assuming that this is not a lie. They will get the following bonuses. -6 tax income. It's like, seems like so big. Can hardly believe it. Right? I'm sure that they're currently not making 6 ducats in taxes. Oh, we need to look at Crown Land. Let's press the button right now. Everybody's happy, so we can just press the button. Before I forget again. Now, Perm. Yeah, they're making squadron money. 1.14 tax, money from tax. This can't be true. This can't be true. EU for March. Military oriented, I know. Bonuses are these. Only use these bonuses as long as there's less than 25% development of its overlord. Yeah. Wiki doesn't say anything about these negative points. And they seem nuts, so I'm just going to assume that this is not true. So give them more manpower, more force limit and stuff. They don't pay us money, but they barely pay us any money anyway. Seems fine. Right? I think this is fine. I'm gonna accept. And then maybe they can help us in our war against Mr. Uzbek over there. Which, let me just quickly... I do not want to pass the Act of Uniformity. Good. I do probably want to support the operation. No, I don't really. I just want those Permian rebels to rise up. Rise up. Come on, Perm. You can do it. What's the claim on Tambov? That's alright. How much chance do you have every month? 6.6%. That's actually not a lot. I don't want to leave. I could just pop the unrest button here, the autonomy button, and be done, right? Well, no, it wouldn't be done. That gives us 10 unrest reduction. And our troops are currently doing 3.5, so if I move my troops, they will still have slight unrest. I'd rather just stay rose up and we would be done with that, but we have a moment until this army regenerates, but not long. I really should go to war. How's my scout doing? Do I want to? I think I do continue scouting here. We're somewhat in a safe position now. And I do need to know those places. There are my separatists. Thank you. And crunch. And then I think we're gonna go for that war. What's the plan? We grab Chimitura immediately. We declare for like Ostiaki. Because that's super fast to take. And war goal taking will be good for us. And then we crunch into Chimichurra. There's an argument to be made for trying to take out the Kazani. Where's your new capital, Kazan? Or old? Is that your capital? No. Canada here. Canada. Oh, I think we got a message about them moving it there. Yeah, that's too hard to get to. Let's pay for our forts. And then declare war. Get you... It's May. Good time. Because of Siberia and all that. Russian winters being what they are. I'm going to declare. I'm going to take Ostiaki as my war goal. I'm going to go. Not going to co-belligerent anybody. I'm going to rush straight for there. Where's my cannon? Oh wait, did I have troops left over here? I did. Fudge. Well. Including my poor cannon. Get over there. I hope I don't get punished for not having all my troops around now. Obviously that could very easily happen here. Leave a guy in Ostiaki. Get on Chimichurra. I can walk into the darkness here. I don't know that I need or want to. Kinda do, don't I? I'm gonna let this guy here walk one more place, and then I'm gonna let my decently equipped conquistador here, David, lead the army over here instead. It's unlikely that we run into troops, because I assume they're all down in, well, there. But they still might. And that would be bad. Oh yeah, please sit on Nizhny. Ah, they're deciding against it. Perm, this seems risky. I'll have my subjects be supportive. And you can attach to, I guess, this guy. I just don't want them to be picked up by stray stacks like this one there. We could take a battle against the Kazani. Do we get war score for beating up the secondary participant? I forget. Because if we do, I'm somewhat interested in beating up the Kazani. But we have no idea where those Uzbeki are. They might have turned around. I mean, Transo is far away. But they might have turned around. And or Chagatai might be coming out of the woodworks here. Either one would be kind of unfortunate. My army up here is not in a great spot, but we can walk through Muscovy now. Because they got us military access, so I guess that's kind of fine. Let's get these 8 guys north. And bring the Permians. And then maybe we can meet up with our northern force and crunch Kazani. And one thing this can do for us, even if it doesn't lead to them to me getting more war score, it might lead to me to the Kazani having less happiness being in the war, being less happy to be in the war. It might lead to the Kazani having less happiness to be in the war. Yes. Words good. It still might do that though. Where are you going? Oh, you're coming towards me. That's kind of nice. Do you have maneuver? You have 3 maneuver. I have 2 maneuver on that guy, so I'm not super into crossing a river. There's a river between you and Cherdin though, as well, which I don't like. I assume you have a river to Kudimka. You do, but not to Ishkar. Oh, hello, Daily. Oh no, Uzbek. It's not... Okay, you can finish your scouting of that. You 10k, you might be needed in the north. You're scouting that for me. You're just doing nothing. I totally admit that there's a possibility that I have overreached you. Ideally, we get our enemies into a position where, well, we can beat their stacks individually. That would be awesome. What did I need for a extra maneuver point? A lot. Let's just buy another general. And yeah, Anton is fine. Have him lead this charge. Should I fight these guys in Vyatka? That seems super risky, right? I don't think we can do that. It's not. It's Forest and Perm. Let's go to Solikams. Let's bring you north. Let's try to get a decent sized army there. Now, how's that other war of yours going? You're winning, but you didn't move away a bunch of your troops. And you are currently moving to Ishkar. Interesting. So we could try to beat the Chagatyans in there. Right now, I have backup coming in. These horses of theirs, or these hordes in general, should be bad at fighting in forest. They get the defensive bonus still, but they have a negative 25 something? Forget what exactly. But they get a negative modifier for fighting in non-stat land. Or non-flat land, maybe. And that should be good. Now, I'm under no illusions that they're not going to come back and fight here. Just thinking that we might get a few days fighting only 10,000 Chagatyans. I do also want to bring you south, for sure. Yeah, they're coming back. Unfortunately, the Kazani are right around the corner and actually made it in immediately. Wow, I did not see that coming. I was hoping to catch them out of position, and instead they're catching me out of position. Now that negative modifier that they get there, yeah, 25% shock damage. It's pretty good. I mean, for me, not for them. Oh wow, and our people are taking much longer to support than theirs. Yeah, this was not a good battle to take, clearly. Clearly and obviously. And I didn't bring my big general, but we did still win. We did still win, and we still killed quite a few more than they killed. So it's actually not too shabby. We lost 5.5, and they lost 8.5. Ended up being goal-oriented, which is not at all my favorite outcome here. No, you guys, it would be hard to beat the Kazani out of the war. But is it worth it? Because right now we kind of have a open... What would you call it? Sort of have a straight line to just quickly carpet sieging the Kazani here. It seems like it might be good. I'm gonna shift consolidate. I'm gonna take my zeros and move them into Solikamsk for reinforcement. I'm gonna take a few of you for carpeting. I'm gonna look where these guys are running. They're both running to Bashkirt, which I remember to be the gold mine around here. Then U5, U5. Gonna have you try and take all this land. Pskov trying to claim Novgorod. That's fine. Transfer is bringing in troops, so they're not dead yet. Like that a lot. We lost our claim on Murom. Must be a bit careful that these fleeing troops don't eat up my stacks over here. If you want to call these stacks. The one stacks, I guess. Attrition is hurting in places. As the loading screen says, attrition kills. And oh, does it kill. I'm gonna retreat this one stack. It seems overly risky not to. I have 5k troops around here, which probably should be protecting you. There's Bashkortostan and Bashkirt, so taking that gold mine is gonna be huge. You can't really help there. Siege of capital is done. Good. So actually would not even get a white piece yet. It's not easy. Quickly beating enemies of this size out of a war, obviously. Obviously. But they will get less happy. Wait, did I not tell you to go? Oh, I screwed things up. I wanted one guy to go for Ust-Vim here and take that back, and the rest to go for the siege of the Chagatai capital. I did the opposite. Oh well. You guys are here to recover. It's gonna be fine. You're in my own land, so you should be recovering at full speed. I'm gonna let you take that, but we need to start being very mindful here. Thinking I might retreat my small stacks. Could become defender of the Orthodox faith. That means we have a ton of money. Also means we can become defender of the faith. But it would be rank 3, which gives us 5% morale of armies, an extra missionary, which I don't super care for. I don't think we'll do it. I think if we would need to spend money on this war, we have better ways to do that. Like mercenaries, for example. As opposed to becoming defender of the faith. If I take these guys together, we can probably move on a bit. Upper Ishim. It's a scary war. The scariest thing about this war is that I don't see what the enemy is doing at all. Can't even. And we don't even, not even when they're right next to us, because we keep on walking into territory we don't have vision in yet, like right here. Should be able to merge you. 9,000. You in there. It's my third general. He might be not having command right now. I think he doesn't have command. Yeah, my conquistador. I think I want these grouped together before I move into the fog. Let's meet everybody in Turgai. Took back our subject's land. Good, good, good. So you can come in. You guys are still recuperating. And your war against Nogai, their transfer is almost over. So maybe they turned their minds to that again or something, but they essentially finished that now. Not great for me, because I have a feeling that the Delian troops are in the transfer war. It's just a feeling, but since we haven't seen any Dalian troops and they're next to Transo, it seems like they're caught on that war. And that might be a problem. Either way, we're gonna have to put a cut in here. Thank you folks so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. If you have anything to say to me, then yeah, why don't you go to that comment section and tell me what's on your mind. Thank you for watching, and see you folks next time.